Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to you with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube. Exclusively on there, we're going to talk about how them Los Angeles Clippers beat the New York Knicks 126-118. Season series is tied. The Knicks won and the Clippers won. They only play each other twice a year unless they meet in the finals. And we'll see if they do. Clippers gonna have a tough road there, and the Knicks might have a tough one after this first round. But we have to see how things play out. The Clippers go to 32-32. Will they get above 500? They kept getting close and taking a step back. Kept getting close and taking a step back. Now they're back 500. Can they get above 500 and stay above 500? That's something we got to see. They're 17-13 at home. They was at home in this game. The Clippers was. The Knicks go to 41-25. They still on pace for 50. We'll see if they get it. 18-16 on the road. The Clippers won the first quarter 28-24. They won the second quarter 36-31. They lost the third quarter 26-24, but they won the fourth quarter 38-37. So the Clippers had a good control over this game. They was scoring well. They was playing well, and they was just really playing good against this Knicks team. And like I said, this has been a problem with the Knicks. They just aren't an amazing team. They're good. They're above average, but there's a lot of teams that's like that, and that's why people call you pretender. Like, is you really a top three, top four team? Do you really have a chance to win it all, or are you just a team that's better than the good ones and the okay ones and the bad ones and the terrible ones? And they find themselves in that mix where they have the talent, you just don't see the results enough to really believe that they can win it all unless something just breaks their way, but you never really know until it plays out in the series or happens before the season is over. But you want to get in and see what happens, and we'll see what the Knicks can do this year and even in the playoffs as they try to end this season the right way, hopefully. OG Anunoby, 37 minutes, 22 points, 8 of 15 from the field, 3 of 8 from 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He did a good job of just taking the right shots, and that's something that you have to love about him. If he doesn't have a look that he likes, he's passing it. You know he wants the three. You know he can finish in the paint. You know he's going to be near the rim in the dunker spot. And all of that worked tonight for him. Even the free throws, instead, he missed one. He should have made all of them, but it didn't happen. 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 turnovers, and 2 steals. 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a -3 and plus minus. Karl-Anthony Towns was getting to the basket and hitting the perimeter shots. That's his game, and that's what he tries to do each and every night. 36 minutes for him, 35 points, 12 rebounds, a double-double. He went 13 to 17 from the field, didn't miss much. He went 3 of 4 from 3. You got to be happy with that, especially how he's been shooting it this year. And then 6 of 8 from the free throw line. He has 7 assists. He can draw attention. He knows where his teammates was going to be at. He was just trying to make the right reads as much as he could. Sometimes you make mistakes. He had 3 turnovers doing those things. And he also had a block, and he did foul out, which sucks. But we know Towns can do that, and he does it more often than you would like. Two offensive boards and a -12 and plus minus. Josh Hart was getting to the basket, but he did make a 3. He played 37 minutes, had 12 points, went 5 of 7 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He ended with a double-double, mainly because he had 7 offensive rebounds. He kept finding a way to get what other people wasn't really trying to get or do. He's a hustle player. He's a heart effort player, and he's going to give it whatever he needs to. And rebounding is a key way to win games. Found a way to get those and had the most on the team tonight. He did have 3 assists, 3 turnovers, and 4 personal fouls, though. It was a -13 and plus minus. He's going to give you a double-double, and he's going to be solid defensively. You're happy with what he gives you. The one that disappointed a little bit was Mikal. 26 minutes. He only had 7 points. He was the only starter to not score in double figures in points for the New York Knicks. 3 of 8 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals, 2 personal fouls, 1 offensive board, -17 and plus minus for him. He did a lot of other things that can help you win the game. You just wanted to see him score at least 15. Didn't happen in this one. That's something they need him to do. He knows it, and he's capable of it because he does it all the time. But he got held to a lower standard tonight, and he's known for playing bigger and doing better things in games like this. And this was a game that needed him to step his game up, and he couldn't really do it in this one. Jalen Brunson, 38 minutes, 28 points, 12 of 23 from the field, 2 of 7 from three, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Good scoring from Jalen. Like, he really started taking over the game. He tried to put the team on his back, and it just wasn't enough. The Clippers got the lead early. They was able to hold on to it, and they was able to make the shots when it mattered, and they did move the ball well. I like what Brunson was trying to do. He got double teamed. He kept trying to make the right pass. He kept trying to make the right reads. He kept trying to stay aggressive when he could, and it was working. His numbers speak to that, but at the same time, it wasn't enough. 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 turnovers, and a steal. One person foul, and a +1 and plus minus. They needed more from their bench. Besides Mikal, their bench, they didn't have one guy that really stepped up and was that X factor. Muhammad, 18 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from three. They needed it, but they also needed more from him. Somebody had to have at least 15. 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 personal fouls for Muhammad. But +3 and plus minus. Ariel played 12 minutes. He missed his only shot. He had 3 rebounds, 1 assist, no turnovers. 2 offensive rebounds, no personal foul, and +4 and plus minus. Jordan Clarkson, 3 minutes, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, and a 0 and plus minus. Landry Shamet, 23 minutes. That was the most off the bench. He had 9 points. That was the most off the bench, but he went 3 of 12 from the field. He took shots like he was going to have a 15-point night. It just didn't go in the way that he needed it to. He still made some big ones, but he missed too many of them. If he made, let's say, 6 of them, they in it. And that's what you needed him to do, or somebody else, and it just didn't happen. But the amount of shots that he took, it should have been him, just didn't happen tonight. 1 rebound, 2 turnovers, 4 personal fouls, and a +6 and plus minus. Jose Alvarado, 8 minutes. He went 0-4 from the field, 0-2 from three. 1 rebound, 3 assists. The 3 assists ended up being the most off the bench. He can push the tempo. He's going to try to take quick shots. It was working ideal-wise. It just didn't give you what you needed results-wise. No turnovers, 1 personal foul, a -8 and plus minus. Tyler Kolek, 2 minutes, 1 assist, no turnovers, no personal fouls, and a -1 and plus minus. And then you look at the Los Angeles Clippers, they're still around, man. They're still around, and they have a chance to move up, but they need to go on a win streak to solidify that they're a legitimate team in the West. It's been questionable because they're still below 500, but it's still got a chance to show what they're about and build their chemistry up and try to play better basketball with the new group of guys that they have now. But they still been getting wins. They just haven't been getting them consistent enough to where they feel like they really are hitting the way they need to hit. And, these last couple of weeks is really going to show us what type of team this is. Kawhi Leonard, 35 minutes, 29 points, 10 and 19 from the field. The handle was going crazy. The pull-ups were just magical. And then the physicality. He was taking the bumps, taking the rocks, not being mad, not being angry, just going out there and trying to dominate the game the way he knows how. I feel like he should cut the threes a little bit because he hasn't really been making them at a good enough percentage for me. But he took 5 tonight. That was a good amount. But the mid-range is his bread and butter. The closer he is to the basket, the harder he is to stop. And if you give him any space, especially off the dribble, his pull-up game is deadly. 7 rebounds, 8 assists. The 8 assists ended up being the most on the team. 1 turnover, 2 steals, 3 personal fouls, and 1 offensive rebound, +26 and plus minus. Kawhi Leonard looking at it like, if I'm gonna have the ball in his hand, if I'm gonna have the ball in my hand this much, my teammates got to be ready to score when I give it to them. I'm getting that much coverage. I'm getting that much attention. I just need y'all to make the right play or make the shot. And that's all he's asking his teammates to do, and they showing that they can do it right now. Derrick Jones Jr., 34 minutes, 16 points, 6 of 14 from the field, 4 of 7 from three. He missed his only free throw, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 3 steals, 2 blocks. Just really good defense, and just was making timely baskets throughout this game and just making winning plays on both ends of the court and playing with good heart and good effort. And his athleticism is really good, but he has a good touch too, near the rim, and he can finish with athleticism, and he can also knock down shots from the perimeter at a decent level. 3 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, a +1 and plus minus. Brook Lopez, 30 minutes, 16 points, 5 of 8 from the field, 3 of 5 from three. He likes that three ball, and he took a lot of them tonight, but he got the results that he wanted. But he also was able to score some closer basket shots too. He is 7 feet. Let's not forget that. 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers, a block, one offensive rebound, one personal foul, and plus 23 and plus minus. Chris Dunn, you don't know how many points he's going to give you each night. Tonight he gave you 5. 29 minutes, 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3 point line. He wants to take the fast breaks. He wants to take the open looks. He didn't get a lot of them tonight, so that's why he didn't get a lot of points. 7 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnover, 3 steals, 3 personal fouls, and a -2 and plus minus. Darius Garland, 30 minutes, 23 points, 7 of 16 from the field, 5 of 9 from three, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. The step backs, the pull ups is just money from Darius Garland. He's fast, he's quick, he got good handles, he knows how to get loose, he knows how to get open. The guy can play, man. We all know it. It's just been a terrible year for him health wise. Other than that, the guy can play. Then when he's so fast and he's so quick, you have to pick how you want to guard him, and then he hits you with the pass. Well, you thought you was stopping me, but I got somebody that's open you're not even paying attention to because you focused on me, or y'all focused on me. And that's just how good he can be as a player. And he has shown that throughout his career. Just this year, he hasn't been healthy enough, but this is what he can do when he is. 2 turnovers, 2 steals, no personal fouls, and a plus 20 and plus minus. Nicholas Batum, you know he wants the three. You know he's going to try to get open for it. 1 of 4 from three. He had 3 points, played 11 minutes, got a steal. 2 personal fouls, was a -13 and plus minus. Isaiah Jackson, 17 minutes, 4 points, 2 of 3 from the field. You know he wants to score basically around the basket. He did that, and 3 offensive rebounds helped. 1 turnover and a block, and then he had 5 personal fouls. That's a lot, for 17 minutes, but that's what he had. That's how the game ended up going for him. -13 and plus minus. Jordan Miller, 18 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 5 from the field. He missed his only 3. 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, and a -7 and plus minus. And then Benedict Mathurin, he is a guy that can get it going. I always said I love the guy. He got a good handle. He got a good pull up. He got the three ball. He can drive. He can get out in transition. He can play a little defense. There's nothing that he really can't do. It's just he got to polish it up and be more consistent. He's a guy that can put up big numbers any night. And that's why it's good that he starts or come off the bench because he's capable of it, no matter who you have around him. And 28 points is a crazy amount off the bench. But he also went 9 of 20 to do it, and 2 of 5 from three, 8 and 9 from the free throw line. The efficiency was really, really good. And these are the type of nights that he can have. And he already did it for the Clippers already, but now he did it again, so you have to love that. 7 boards, that was the most off the bench and tied for the most in the game for the Clippers. 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and a plus 5 and plus minus. The Los Angeles Clippers, 93 field goals, 46% is what they ended up shooting. 51% for the Knicks. They shot 90 attempts. That kept them in the game and gave them a chance to make that final run to try to win it. But they shot 43, shot 35%. The Clippers shot 39, one less, but they shot 46%. That kept them with the lead a lot because it seemed like every time the Knicks was scoring, they was giving up threes or giving up open looks, and that kept them behind. So they had trouble trying to win the game because of their miscommunications and their efforts sometimes defensively, especially in that fourth quarter. 16 free throws by the Knicks, 75%, 26, which is 10 more free throws than the Knicks. They shot 85% on top of that, which is 10% better than the Knicks. I mean, if you're already trailing and you're already giving up open looks and then you're fouling them on top of that, you're making yourself in a tough, hard situation to make that run and win the game, which they ended up losing by 8, so it can be that way. 36 rebounds as a team for the Clippers, 51 for the Knicks, 25 assists for the Clippers, 32 for the Knicks, 8 turnovers for the Clippers, 19 for the Knicks, 12 steals for the Clippers, 5 for the Knicks, and then 4 blocks for the Clippers, 1 for the Knicks, 9 offensive rebounds for the Clippers, 14 for the Knicks, 27 defensive rebounds for the Clippers, 37 for the Knicks. So not only did they get them on the offensive glass, they had 10 more defensive, and then 19 personal fouls for the Clippers, only 23 for the Knicks. But like I said, it was 10 free throws taken more by the Clippers. Good game, very entertaining, good back and forth game. Very fun to see both teams feel that they can do whatever they want, however they want to whoever's guarding them. And that was the fun part of watching these guys just show how good they really are on the offensive end. And then obviously when the game got closer, guys stepped up even more. The defense just wasn't good enough for either team because both teams was really getting good looks and the shots they wanted anyway. It was just who gonna miss more and who can make more before this game is over. And the Clippers had the lead and they kept making more when it mattered, so they got the win. Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis, man.